Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this file, and they're using the Distort tool. I forgot what it was called to make this pattern. But as you can see, they don't match up when you rotate it. That's because it's not perfect when he did it. So I'm going to go over what he did and just kind of give you an example. We're going to take the Distort tool and we're going to add some lines, and let's say 10. And then we're going to add some frequencies, which is the height of the item. And you would think that would kind of work. And then if we actually go back to it and go to rounded, but if we look, well, I'm going to have to count how many, whoop, I didn't need to delete them. I put it in the center of the page. I'm going to bring in an indexing line and put P, got to turn them on. So if we start right here in this well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 22 doesn't really divide into 360, but we can just to show you another insight, we can go to Windows, Dockers, and Transform, and we can go 360 divided by 22 is 16, but we only need to turn it half. So I'm going to divide that by 2. And we need to turn it 8. I had on the indexing line, 8.18. So I'm going to Control D. We don't have to rotate it from the center because it's in the center. So I'm going to go 18.8. Now that looks like it's in the approximate center, but it's not. If you look at the bottom of this well, and so and I don't care what degree you put, it's going to end up not being, there's probably a way, but the best way to do is take a polygon and we'll set it on 20 sided, and I'm going to hit P. And you can see that one of the nodes is in the center. I'm going to grab that node and I'm going to hold the control button. And as you can see, it's perfect along that line. Now I got to go up to object and convert it to a curve. And then I'm going to select all the nodes and I'm going to go to tools, Windows, Dockers, and corners. And I'm going to round off the corners. And it's perfect. So I don't know, the degree ought to be 18. So we need to rotate it 9. So I'm going to Control D and I'm going to rotate it 9 degrees. And see, that way I get a perfect, now mine isn't as abrupt as the other one, but you could make it more like that. And then while we're here, we're just going to go ahead and grab them both and we're going to make them something other than a hairline. And then we still got them both selected. We're going to go to object, convert the outline to an object, and then I'm going to left click, right click. So I took away the fill and added the outline. And then you just got to decide, and this is a little bit confusing sometimes, and I might even be caught up in it. If this one goes over, it needs to go under there, but it also needs to go over there. So then we're going to take the blue and we're going to fill that in, and that in. Now we're going to grab those and just nudge them up for a second, and we're going to nudge these out of the way. And then we'll nudge these back. Now this time, because it's not an object, we are going to have to locate it in the center. So I'm going to go Control D, alternate C, that's going to make it rotate, and I'm going to rotate it that 18 degrees. Whoop, I must not have control. You know what? I didn't group them together. Let me back up here. I like to start kind of over. Put it back there. Control G to group it. Control D to duplicate it. Alternate C, which is my rotation to put it in the center. And I think I said 18 degrees. And by doing that, every other one is going to be overlapping and look pretty cool and perfect. So I like his idea for doing that, and it is a little bit of, and you could duplicate that same height of pattern, but it's just you're distorting it, and it's just not perfect. Where that polygon is perfect. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.